back. Okay, let me. Can y'all see my love? Okay, I think this good. Woo! I had to go. I wash my hands, so let me put a little so y'all won't see now what's going on. You know your hand be ashy when you wash it. After you wash it, put a little Vaseline. Let me tell y'all. I'm gonna give y'all a secret about me. One secret. Most important secret about me. And nobody can ask me this because everybody knows this. My one secret weapon. You know everybody got a secret weapon. My one. No matter where I go, if it's near or far, I don't care what it is. Church, hospital, doctor office. The only way I won't need it and won't be able to take it is to heaven. But everywhere else, look at my secret weapon right here, y'all. Vaseline. Baby! When I tell you this is something I can't live without. Some things we can. Some things we can't. I don't want to live without it. I don't want to. I don't want to. If I ain't got the money by it, if I got to beg, borrow, and plead to give me some Vaseline, that's what I'm gonna do. I got to have some Vaseline. I go without discharging. Just take discharging, man. Take the wash powder away. Shit, I ain't lying. I gotta have that Vaseline, baby. And you know, the older you get, your skin get old. Especially when you be in a lot of water and stuff, it get all dry and I gotta have a Vaseline. From the time I get up early in the morning, I gotta have a Vaseline. When I wipe my face and brush my teeth, guess what? I gotta put some Vaseline on my face. Sure. Ooh, just a little spice, ain't too bad. Good God, man. Okay, now. All right, y'all. So I'm back. This part two. Because I had to hang up. I had to hang up before I had to use the bathroom right quick. But I needed to anyway, because baby, they were making so much dang on noise in the background, you couldn't hear nothing. Now I'm going to see how long I'm going to be here before somebody come in here with all that noise. Why? Watch now. But my question was earlier, what age? Well, earlier what I did was I said what age. I don't know. I forgot how I said it, but this is my question that I really want to know. What age do you think is a good age for your child? Not nobody else's, because you can't tell me nothing about my child. You can't tell me how to run my house and how to raise my kid. So I can't tell you the same thing. So what age is a good age for your child to start dating? That means male or female? Because I know some parents let their boys date a little earlier than the girls. And like I say, I mean, that's what they do in their house. But I don't see the difference. If she gonna be 16, his ass gonna be 16 too. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about nothing. Everybody gonna be 16. Up in him. So we. I don't care about nothing about you being no boy. They say the boys make the baby, but they don't have to bring them home. And the boys also have to be men. And they have to grow up and know how to take care of that baby that they're going to make. You know? So if you just allow them to just go out there and hunching this girl, hunching that girl, and have babies every day, well, how that gonna help? That ain't gonna help nothing. Make things worse. You got all these doggone grandchildren running around. Whether you could take care of them or not, that's his job. Y'all see me with my grandbabies all the time. Not the 3 oldest ones because they're in Florida, but the 3 youngest ones. Y'all see me with them all the time, but guess what? They have parents. Sugar Mama got her daddy, and Cairo and Aja got their mom. Well, you know, their mom and their dad, but their mom is my daughter. So they're not my kids. Those are my grandkids. I watch them when I get ready. Sometimes even when I might not want to, I watch them to help out, but it's because it's needed. I ain't raising your children. I'm done. Shit. Done raising kids, baby. I know you ain't gonna never stop being a mother, but at some time you do get done. Well, you can tell them like, okay. You gotta figure that one out. I'm still here for advice, but guess what? If I don't want to do something, I ain't got to. You good and grown now. Now, my baby, she's still home, and she number 18, so, you know, you got people in the world that let society say, oh, 18 years old, they grown. And I don't know nobody personally that did this, but I've heard about women that told their kids, 18, you gotta get out of my house. You get 18 years old, you gotta get out of my house. And put them out. Now, I've heard of people doing that. I don't know nobody personally who did that, but that's crazy. Because 18, just because the law said that they're young adult, damn children still need to be there. They still need help. You know, you gotta help them till they get on their feet. We ain't got to, but no. I would. Now the only way, now I could understand this too. The only way that I would tell her, okay, you done graduated. You're 18. You think you're grown, you want to be grown? Get your ass out my house. I could see myself telling her that if she was a disrespectful child. You know, some of these kids are disrespectful as hell. And so the parent said to themselves, okay, so when they get out of school, they getting out my house. And they mean it because they're tired of them being like that. They also allowed them to be like that too now. I mean, people can say what they want. Some kids are just evil. Some are liars. Some kids are good, but they become influenced to do bad things. And some parents, they'll allow their kids to do that stuff. They'll allow their kids to cuss them out. They'll allow their kids to be in their house and do what they want to do. They allow it. And then when it comes to a point where they want to change it, now they're causing confliction in between them and their children. But my thought is, I still could change. I'm just like a job. You know how you on a job and the policies change? You see how our government is changing? I'm just like that. Yeah, I might have let this happen or let that slide or whatever. But guess what? Now, I said it ain't. Damn it, it ain't. But I don't try to do stuff like that. I try to be consistent with what I say from the beginning. Um, some things may change with time. You know, like your first bunch of kids when you have them, and you might, like me, got another one, 53 years old, still got another at home. But yeah, some things will be a little different. But for the most part, I'm never, and even the grown ones that I have, them three grown ones, like grown, them three grown ones, don't be disrespectful, please. And Maya knows she don't stand a chance. You're not finna disrespect me. I don't care what you're going through. I don't care how hurt you is. I don't care who did what to you. Calm down. Lower your voice. Talk right like you got some sense. Cause you gonna make it bad for your damn self. And I just believe that when parents allow that, I don't care what the reason is. You know, sometimes they don't even realize it. Sometimes parents don't. We just don't realize that that's what we're doing to our kids, like messing them up because they done been through so much. You got a child that's been touched, you know, molested, right? I'm just saying, I'm just throwing some stuff out there. All of this stuff, like because I'm just trying to think of some bad stuff that happened, and your heart is just broken for your child, you know, because you didn't catch it, because you didn't see it. But guess what? It ain't your fault. You didn't allow it to happen. It's not your fault. You didn't tell it to happen. It's not your fault. You can't hold on to that and then let your child grow up and be disrespectful. You can't do that. Listen, baby. Mama's so sorry. I wasn't there to protect you. But from now on, I'm going to make sure I keep my eyes open. From now on, you ain't going here. You ain't going there. And we really can't tell a person when to get over something. Now, what I can say is whatever happened. Tell the truth about what happened. Don't go making no lies. Don't tell lies now. Don't ad-lib and add shit in there. Just tell the truth about what happened and leave it alone. Because ain't nobody can tell not one parent how to feel about their child being abused in any kind of way, sexually or anything, physically or not. You can't tell that parent what to feel, how to feel. Now, what I can say is that they gotta be able to forgive at one point. I can't say when they're gonna be. I don't know. I can't tell them when that's gonna be, but I know they've got to. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. But yeah, you got some disrespectful kids out there, and I know that's one reason why a lot of parents end up letting their children do stuff that they wouldn't normally approve of. It's because they've been through something so drastic too. They just don't want to. Don't know what to do. They hold it on to their guilt. And baby, let me tell you something. Forgive yourself. Eventually forgive the person that done, did whatever they did to you as your child. Because that's the only way you're going to be truly happy. You got to do that. That's the only way we're going to be truly happy. We have to forgive. Work on it. Don't just say you can't do it right now. Just work on it. If it's 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, still tell yourself, Lord, it's hard, but I'm trying. That's all you got to do. Just keep on trying. And one day you're going to do it. I don't know if I told y'all about this, but it's been a long time. And this been a couple years ago. So we had something at church. Because we normally have Bible study on Wednesday. But it was like revival. But it was a different type of revival. It was almost like a, when you go to watch night before New Year's. you know, before countdown and everything. And you know, when people they're giving their testimonies about how God could been good to them the whole year and whatever. Just different people just come up with testimony, you know, just testify and everything like for the whole night. Well, you know, some people probably do stuff different, but I know people that do stuff like that. Well, anyway, we were there one Wednesday night, and it was something like that. It was something like prayer meeting where people can, you know, talk about what's going on with them and people pray for them and stuff like that. So this one lady was like, her child was hit by a drunk driver. The child died. She say, I know the Lord. She said, but when that happened, something just in her just snapped. She didn't want to hear nothing. She couldn't forgive that man for what he did to her child. And it ain't just because she couldn't. She said she wouldn't. She didn't want to. She didn't want to forgive him because he took her child away. She didn't want to forgive him. And she said, I don't want to lie about the story now because it's been a couple of years ago, so I might not have it right on key, but something sort of like this. She found out where the guy lived. And every year, because it was a few years before she finally was able to let it go. And she found out his address. And every year on her child's birthday, Christmas, Thanksgiving, every holiday that she know her child was gonna be there or whatever, she would send him black roses for a few years. Black roses. Sure did. She sure did. And she said finally she was able to, you know, I ain't going on details about what happened, but finally she was able to forgive him. And she said when she did, she said, good God, they let down dang on shouting in that church. When she finally forgave that man, she said it was a burden so heavy they were lifted up off of her chest. You know when they say speak with your chest. She said it was lifted up off. She said she felt just instantly she was happy again. And she was able to start back living her life. Yeah, she was alive, but she wasn't able to live because of what he did. And she did not want to forgive him for what he did. She said she didn't want to forgive him for that. She told him, I'll never forgive you for taking away my child. But in the end, it hurt her because she couldn't live. She couldn't live. But that's what the forgiveness is for, y'all. It's for us. It ain't for them who done did you wrong or whatever. It's not. It's really not. We got to do it though. My crab's a little mushy. I want them up twice. Yeah. But get what? Eat the heck out of them. They're a little mushy, but I'm still gonna eat them. You're gonna eat these? Yes, sir. Let me move this cup. I don't know. I think I'm on the volume button on the bottom, so hold on. I got to lean it a little bit so that I won't be on that. Maybe y'all can hear me now. I don't know. Hopefully. That's on the North Flat. Good God Almighty. I had got that ice from Circle K. And then what I did was I added my soda to it, but it hadn't sat here and got flat. But yeah, if you got anywhere near decent kid, anywhere near thank God. You better thank the Lord. Thank the Lord. Because you know we could do everything we could do at home while they at home. When they get out there, baby, sometimes ain't no telling what they're doing, what they'll say. They jump get back to you and man, you act like you been raised by damn wolf. Like you ain't got no home training. What you out there doing all that, saying all this for? People looking at you like you stupid. She must ain't do nothing with that damn good, that boy. Yeah, I did what I was supposed to do. They fully grown now. Guess what? They ain't being judged by me. They got to be judged by God now. It's totally up to them. It ain't on me. And I ain't finna feel guilty about it. It ain't on me. I did the best I could do with what I had. I kept a roof over your head. I made sure you had something to eat. You had clean clothes. I ain't required to do nothing else. Everything else was a privilege. I wasn't required to do anything. As your mother, I'm required to keep a roof over your head. And to feed you. And to clothe you. I could have let you bathe in dirty water. Because, you know, you got kids out here that ain't got no choice. They have to bathe in dirty water. Did y'all hear what Peach said about her mama? Peach McIntyre. So her mama made her bathe in her bath water after she took a bath. That girl say after her mama took a bath, she put her in the tub in her dirty bath water. Good. Ooh, lady, that was nasty. But that's what she said about her mom when she was a child. Sure. I would have just got some water out of the sink and whatever. Like, I mean, at least find a way for my child bathe without putting him in the dirty bath. Well, but that's what I'm saying. Parents, I think parents get their kids too much sometimes. Too much. Like for real. Just give them too much. Trying to make sure you make up for what you didn't have. You weren't able to have clothes and shoes whenever, however. Y'all weren't able to go on family trips and vacation whenever, however. And you want to make up for all of that. So you just give them and they don't deserve it. You don't make them work for nothing. They don't even have to clean up behind themselves. Then when you do tell them to clean up, they're going to have a whole bag on you. Go crazy. And then you accept that too. And you still do for them. Yeah. Woo, I'll feed you, keep a roof over your head, but baby, I might choke shit out of you too. Choke the hell out of you. You don't do me like that. Having these children walking around here feeling like they entitled to your money that you get up and go to work for every day. They entitled to it just because you their parent. They ain't got to work for nothing. They ain't got to clean up. They ain't got to do nothing. You go to work all day, come home, and still got clean up behind them. Nope. We supposed to be working together. You know, I do this, whatever. I ask you to do this. You shouldn't have no problem with it. You shouldn't have no problem with it. Even if I'm not able to do it, you still shouldn't have no problem with me asking you to do nothing. I shouldn't have to tell you. All you have to do is ask you one time. Hey, clean your room up. Make your bed up. Wash the dishes, whatever. That's all it should take, one time. It don't take but 5 minutes. Wash dishes. Wash dishes. Go ahead and get them done. Get out there. Go on and do what you gotta do. Like, I mean, what kind of dishes you gotta wash? Shouldn't take that long. You doing all that pouting and you ain't had this cup, that cup. Now, let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all something that burns me up. Oh, Lord, please don't do this. Don't do this. When my kids had to wash dishes, they had to wash dishes. Hold on. It wasn't no ifs, ands, buts about it. I don't care who did what. I don't care who put what. The day your daddy wash dishes, you better go in there and wash them damn dishes, clean that kitchen up, take trash out and everything. Now, Meek, my oldest daughter, she didn't have to take out trash. The boys took out trash. But they still had to wash dishes and clean up. I hate this. Like, I had to cut my fan on because y'all know what? I don't know if that was a hot flash or I just got hot real fast. I hate when a child say, I ain't had that cook. I didn't use that plate. Oh, y'all, Lord have mercy. Jesus. I got real hot. Let me cool off. I gotta cool off. I ain't lying. I gotta cool off for real. I got real hot for real. Oh, that burns my... Oh, that boiled my blood. That just blood. I can't get it out. That just boiled my blood right now. But I didn't have them dishes right now. That wasn't mine. I just had that plate and a fork. That was my cup right there, the blue cup. I ain't had the purple cup and the red cup. If you don't get your ass over there and get them dishes washed, I'm about to choke the life out of you right now, okay? You understand me? Anything else, it better be in your head and better not come out of your mouth. Go wash them dishes. I can't stand it. And I hate to be going to work all night and come home and the sink full of dishes. Pisses me off. No, you're supposed to wash some dishes before you went to bed. Well, if you want to get woke up out your sleep, then leave them dishes in the sink. If not, I suggest you wash them dishes before you get in bed. And we won't have no problem. So, yeah, I hate that. Ooh, I've seen that before, and I was like, made me real mad. It wasn't my child. But you can't do nothing about other people's kids. And you know, that's another thing that I'm grateful, not just grateful, thankful that I got the family that I have. And I'm actually so grateful that, hey, we had to go through some hard times and we did it and we came out of it, you know? Because if not, then I wouldn't know the value of nothing. But me and my sister, we ain't like that. Or my brothers, we not like that. If my child do something, if whatever, whether I'm there or not, if my sister or my brother tell my child do something, it is what it is. They gonna do it. If I tell my niece or my nephew to do something, it is what it is. They gonna do it. Cause I know not now one of my siblings and my siblings know that I am never, ever, never, never, never going to mistreat now one of my kids. That means my nieces, nephew, my children, whatever. None of them. It ain't in my genes, my blood, in my heart. It's not in my heart to mistreat nobody kid, not just my own. But I'm just saying, it's not in my heart to mistreat nobody kids. But what I'm saying is, if I have to tap that ass, it's never been nothing said. And I done whooped all my niece and nephew. Me and my sister would sit back and laugh about it later. Yeah, I said that. Laugh. Because they tried to get out that whooping that they were about to get. And that was the funniest thing ever. And I still whoop them. We talk about them kids. How they thought they were getting over on us. Like we didn't know. Yeah. Mm-mm. I trust them to have my kids' best interest at heart when they would. And I know they wasn't going to mistreat my kids. So if they need to beat their behind, they had all the permission. And I wasn't going to say not a word about it. And the same thing with me. They didn't whoop my kids though. Did none of mine whoop my kids. Because they really have to. Cause I told they put up at home when they need it, and that's it. I whoop mine though. My sister kid. I told they behind up too. When they need it. But my sisters know that I wasn't gonna touch now one of my nieces and nephews and bruise them up, mistreat them, none of that. Sometimes I'll be like, he hard headed, nope. I ain't watching them or something like that. But when I ain't felt like being bothered with, but I'm never, ever gonna let nobody else, and I'm never gonna do it myself. I'm never gonna mistreat them. Just because you whoop them, that don't mean you mistreat them. They need that ass whooping. They need it. And when you don't get it to them, they gonna whoop your ass. And that's the truth. Especially when they little. When they little, they be so. You just don't be want to whoop them, even though you know, like, Lord have mercy, I can't. Lord, I got to find something that's going to work. This is not working, and I know it's not working, but Jesus, what can I do? I don't want to do this because my child is in therapy. This happened to my child, that happened to my child. You taking all that guilt in, and you don't want to whoop them, and you going to let them get old enough and whoop your ass. No matter how sick they are. Yep. Some people get sick, you know. But guess what? Even if they sick, You may not have to hit them, but you still need to discipline them. All kids don't need no whooping. Now, I'm saying whooping because we whoop our children ass. But my mom done whoop their ass. And my grandma done whoop their ass. But when I'm saying whooping, I don't just mean actually physical beating or physical whooping. Like you got to touch them physical. Everybody don't have to, everybody ain't got to whoop their kids. Damn. Child, she be making them head. Everybody don't. Some kids don't need no whooping. You can just scare them up bad enough and they don't want that whooping. And some of you can get that one, they tap that butt that one time. You tap that behind one time, you ain't got to worry about them no more because they don't like them whooping. But discipline. They got to have discipline. Whatever your discipline is, if it works, do it. It's different for everybody. Every child different. Whatever works, do it. But you got discipline. You can't let them rule your house. Your house, can't let them rule it. Because when you start, it'll be hard to stop. And then they get up, and then baby, when they get teenagers, you can whoop them. And when they get teenagers, they're going to be hell. I was terrible as a child. I meant, and when I say that, I meant bad. Me and my brother and sister, we were just bad kids. Bad. Not disrespectful, but bad. Just being kids. Thinking that we went outside and didn't have not one toy. You hear me? We ain't had no toy. We ain't had no jump ropes. No bicycle. We did end up getting bicycles before, but you know, now time we ain't always had bicycles and toys and stuff like kids go outside and they have their iPads and all this stuff like this, and they have their little toys. But baby, please, we go out there do and make our own stuff. We went out there and make up our own games. Tag you it. Red light, green light. And whatever else we did. We climbed trees and did all kind of stuff. We climbed a tree, sit up in this big old tree with all these branches, all these leaves, whatever. Like we was in the military, me and my brother. We didn't gather rocks from the ditch that mom and them told us not to go to that ditch. You used to have all kind of water moccasins and everything in that ditch. We didn't went over to that ditch anyway. My brother passed away. We didn't got a shirt full. Me too. I'm a girl now. I got my shirt full of rocks too. Me and my man, we done climbed that tree, the big old tree back in the back of the our building where we were standing in the project. The tree back in the back of the building. We climbed that tree, sat up in that tree. We got up in the tree. We up in the tree like some the animals. You know how the lions and stuff sit up in the tree and they sit on the branches? That's how we were. We were sitting up in I'm talking about sit. We could dangle our feet and everything because the branches was real strong. And we were little kids too. We was small. I mean, you know, in size. So we had all them rocks in our shirt. And when people came by, we throwing rocks. We dropping rocks. We're thinking that's funny. Just doing stuff. Well, we got the idea to do that. I don't even know. Like, what we got the idea to do? I don't know. I don't even know if it was a TV show that we saw. I don't even think it was a TV show because we couldn't all lie. We had cable every now and then we did. It wasn't consistent, you know. Yeah, it wasn't consistent. We never had a phone as a little girl. Never had a phone at home. Never. We got a phone as I got older. Mom had got a phone at home, but as a little girl, we never had a home phone. We sit up in that tree, throwing them down on rock. People coming by. They walking by. They don't see nobody, but they be looking up. We sitting up in the tree like that. And be still. They couldn't even see us because we was up in that. That's just how far up we was up in that tree. Could have fell and broke our whole neck. Everything. Could have hit somebody in the head with a rock and hurt them. All that. What? Kids just think we having fun. We didn't even think about all that. But you know, back then we went outside. Kids went outside all the time. Maybe because it wasn't all that. It wasn't all that electronic stuff like it is now. We ain't had no computers and all that. Well, that stuff wasn't back then. Not when I was a child. Now it might have been on the other side of the track that nobody knew about, but at that time it wasn't no computers. You know. It wasn't. If it was, we wouldn't be born then anyway. Yep. Sometimes you have to tell them no, though. Sometimes you have to tell them no. And I hear people say, make them get out that phone. Go outside and play. Well, if that's what floats your boat, you can do that if that's what you want to do, but I don't do all that. See, it's hot out there, though. I don't even think the sun is the same. Matter of fact, I know it ain't. That heat ain't the same. That heat in 2025, it ain't the same as it was back in 1980. 1990. That heat ain't the same. That's a different heat out there, though, right now. You can call it whatever you want to call it. You can call it global warming. Whatever. But, baby, that's the works of the Lord. Jesus Christ. That's what that is. The works of the Lord. And if they want to go out the door, go out there. But I don't make them go out. But I do believe that they don't need to be on the electronics all day. Like playing the game from sun up, sundown. Get up and do something. You still gonna clean up or whatever else you gotta do around the house. If you don't want to go out the door, that's fine. Yeah, it's too hot, that damn though. I used to be out there too when I was in my 20s and stuff, and early 30s, when I was still going out and every time I look around hanging out and some of everywhere out there in that hot ass sun, then drinking. I wouldn't dare do all that mess now. You know how hot it is out there? I ain't got no reason to do that. No, I wouldn't even make my, like if my grandkids want to go out there and ride their little toys or whatever, it'd be so hot up in the day. I was like, not right now, because get what? Grandma ain't going out there to watch them. And I don't let my kids go outside by themselves. You know how little John in the project, you always see him outside, and mama ain't never outside with him or whatever. I can't do that. I can't do that. Maya, 18 years old. And even if she went out the door right now, I said, leave the door open. I'll be back and forth to that door. Just to see. Maya. Because it's so dangerous. And I wouldn't dare send one of my babies out that dang on door and just come in the house. Oh, Lord. I don't see how women have nerve to do that, but they do. I used to see little John and when I stayed in the project all the time. Riding that bicycle, doing everything. Come knock on the door. Mandy, you got some cookies. Yeah. Anybody in that neighborhood, you gonna ask for whatever it is he thought you had, or he seen you had, or he seen your kid, he gonna ask him for something. Yeah, yeah. You either gonna tell him yes or no. Them the neighborhood kids. Them the neighborhood kids. And they ain't gonna let nobody bother you when they get older. You gave them cookies when they were little. Baby, you ain't got to worry about little John and them. Little John and them gonna watch out for you. Don't mess with her heart. Let somebody about to rob somebody out there. You can't go that hard right there. That be D right there. Can't mess with D. For real, that how they do you. You take care of them, they take care of you. It sure will. My family's silly. We laugh through everything, child. Everything. We laughed all the way through it. You hear me? That's what got us through. Some hard time laughing. Laughing. And I still like to laugh. Yeah, y'all make sure you keep your kids close. Close as you can. You know, we don't want to smother them. But still need to keep them close. It's just so much. It's too much going on. I don't care what era, what generation it is. It's going to always be something going on. You know? Always something going on. But right now, this era that we in right now, woo, I could have never imagined that people would actually be stealing people and selling them. Human bodies. Whether you sell them and get their body parts, or you sell them for sex. Like, you just, I would have never imagined this. And that's the world that we in. So, realize that you got to be worried about these kids. I know they can make you mad. Like, they can make you mad. But we still got to be worried about them. I mean, I don't even be wanting to be that worried about them, but I can't help it. Because I know that old devil out there like that, and he trying to get hold of not just my baby, your baby too. He trying to get hold of your baby too. And just think about it, if he do, you may never see him again. All these kids that beat and got sex trafficked or whatever, they don't always come back. Some of them don't always live. Some of them come back messed up, you know, because they shoot them up with drugs. Like, and they do come back home. They gonna be somebody else, baby. You know what I'm saying? And then some of them never make it back. They kill them. Or they die trying to get back. So, you know, whatever child you got, just keep up with them. Keep up with your child. I know they get on your nerve real bad sometimes, but just keep up with them. Find out where they going. Find out who they going with. And if it ain't nobody that you trust that they going with, don't let them go. It don't matter. You ain't got to please them. It's for your own good. You ain't got to please them. You can say no when you get ready. I ain't here to be your friend. I'm your mama. That's what I'm supposed to do. Look out for you. And I'm going to do that to the best of my ability. So whatever it got to take for me to do that, that's what I'm going to do. And if it take, you can't go when you get ready how you want, you can't move how you want to, you just can't move how you want to. Now, if I have to take my hands off for you and let you go on out there and make your own decision and something happen, don't try to make it, don't try to put it back on me. Don't try to make it come back on me. Because I tried. Oh, no. But when you get them children that don't want to listen and nothing you can do to make them listen, sometimes you got to take your hands off and say, Lord, I can't do nothing with them. I'm going to give them back to you. Pray for them. And if something happened to them, you just going to have to forgive yourself. Don't take hold to that guilt. You know what I'm saying? You can't take it because it's not you. You didn't do it. The person that did it to him. So you're gonna have to know that. You're just gonna have to find a way to move on with your life. And that's true. We be trying to prevent this. A lot of these kids, it could be prevented, but they don't like to listen. They still want to go with the friends. And do this. Yep. But hell, Rebecca mama let her do anything she want to do. Yeah. Her mama let her do anything she want to do. So you ain't got no business hang with Rebecca. Jennifer either. You ain't gotta been doing that. Yeah, I'm a little biased when it comes to that, y'all. I'm not a biased person or anything like that, but when it comes to that, I am, because guess what? Your child can come to my house, but mine ain't going to your house. I'm telling you now, straight up. My baby ain't going to your house. I don't know what you do behind closed doors. I don't know what kind of man you got. I don't know who your husband. I don't know who your husband is when he at home. I don't know if he gonna have the side eye watching my baby. I don't know if he gonna go in there and try to touch and act like he playing and make her feel comfortable. Then go tell all kind of shit and tell her, he gonna kill her and then mom and everybody else if she say something. I'm not gonna take that chance. And I feel bad for the people that trusted people that did stuff to the kid, you know? Because all of us, everybody ain't got the privilege of having a good family. You know, people that you trust. Watch your kids, pick your kids up from daycare, stay the night, you know, whatever. Everybody don't have that privilege. And so some people, they, you know, like neighbors, or, you know, you make friends with people. You might move from out of town to a different state and you might make friends, and these people, they seem like they're so good, and then your kids start staying the night and it's just everything good, and then boom, something happened to your kid. Well, it still ain't your fault, because we do have to trust somebody. It still ain't your fault, but you know, that's the kind of stuff that happened to some people, you know. And I feel bad for them. They ain't got no support. They ain't got no family. They ain't got, everybody don't have a big family. And even if they have big family, everybody ain't got no loving family. Some people family is toxic. Like for real. Some people family is toxic as hell. Do all that fussing and fighting and arguing and fighting each other like strangers on the street. Some people do that. Yep. We was all raised up together and we didn't do stuff like that. Now, I said we didn't do stuff like that. We never did. However, something like that happened in my family once. But it was in recent years ago, a few years back. Never when we was a child. Never in my adulthood that I would ever think that would happen, but it did. And so it did. It caused a wedge between the family or stuff like that. But one of my other cousins asked me one time. She was like, "You ever think we'll get back to how we used to be?" When I said, "Yeah, absolutely. God is able." And I do. When I said I believe it. You know what I'm saying? Because people was put all in it. People that didn't want even there. They was put in it. That wasn't there. That didn't say nothing. That had nothing to do with it. But, you know, and then sometimes, you know, when stuff happens between you and your family, you know, people want you to choose side. But how you going to choose side when you all family? Like, you can't choose no side. What's wrong with you? What you look like choosing a side? Choose a side that stay out of it. I ain't one there. I ain't see shit. Don't know shit. I don't know what one there. And I ain't choosing their side. So why can't it just be both sides there? That's my family. Like, that's my family. That's my family. Period. What happened was unfortunate. It was bad. It was terrible. Hey, let's move on. Everybody, same accord. Same page. Don't flip it. Stay right there on the same page. It was wrong. It was stupid. It messed up. Them children. Children got, like all of us, we raised up together. One auntie whoop us. One uncle whoop us. All of us. And just like what I said with me and my sister, that's how my aunts and my dad and my uncles, and that's how they was too. We'll get it from man one on. But when you start having children, when my generation start having children, and my daughters and sons generation start having children, you just got to think about, you got different bloodline coming into your family. And so you getting with another person, they're getting with another person outside of your family where you was raised. I'm got with somebody else that got different blood or whatever. So you start raising your kids a little different. I ain't saying all of us. I'm just saying, how it go. First blood. You sometimes your chilling daddy or your chilling mama. Them folk crazy. So if you have children from them, they crazy too. If you don't keep a tight grip or a tight hold on them kids, they'll do anything. So eventually, that's what happened. And it wasn't nothing but Satan. Wasn't nothing but the devil try to come in. Let me tell you something. When you got a good family, a loving, a caring family, I ain't said a perfect family. I never said that. You never heard me say that. I say a loving, a caring, a good family. Yeah. Some gonna talk. Some gonna lie. Some gonna lie on you. Okay. Still family. You still love them. You still do what it do. Don't you know that Satan been trying to mess your family up from day one? Did you not hear me? I'm going to say it again. I'm going to say it one more time. If you got a good, loving, and caring family, Satan has been after your family from day one. Day one. The only reason why he couldn't get in and get nobody was you had that praying grandmother. You had that praying grandmother. Y'all heard about the praying grandmother. You had the praying grandmother that prayed over all her children. All the time. All the time. Her children, her grandchildren, her family. That lady prayed over her family all the time. Didn't know nothing else but to pray. All she knew, and that's what she did. But when you had that praying grandmother, that's why Satan couldn't come in. When you had that praying auntie and that uncle and your mama and your daddy that prayed for you and your siblings, your cousins, everybody, even your neighbors that prayed for them. You heard them praying. Lord, bless my neighbor. They're going through so much right now. Put your arms around them, Jesus. But when you hear from yourself as a child, and you know that parent pray for everybody, not just y'all, but everybody. That's why the devil come in and mess your family up. You better listen to me. I got a couple more shorts in here, but I ain't gonna eat them up. But y'all, that's why he could never get in and throw that monkey wrench in there. He couldn't do it. But guess what? Grandma ain't gonna live forever. Okay? You better listen to me. Your grandma ain't gonna live forever because she can't. None of us can. We got to leave here. And death ain't always easy. But think about it. If she know God, and she was a praying grandmother like that, baby, woo, you sitting up there crying. Baby, you getting a headache for nothing, cause, baby, that lady, or that man, your granddad or whoever, they ready. They are prepared and they are ready. And when come back, if you offer them all the tea and shine, ain't no way they'll come back. They ready. So, you know, it hurt for a little while because we miss them, but, woo, baby, they be ready to go. I know my grandma was just, baby, she used to be ready. You know, I know my saying is, Lord, I ain't ready yet. If I gotta go, I gotta go. But I ain't ready yet. I can't pick and choose, but I'm just being honest. I ain't ready, Jesus. I got some more stuff that I want to make right, that I want to get right for myself. I want to get some more stuff right. If you give me the opportunity, a little more time to be here to do that, that's what I want to do. But now, if you take me now, I ain't got no choice. You know? That's all I say. But after that grandmother passed away, or that granddad, or whoever that glue is, because every family got a glue, y'all. Listen to me. Every family has a glue. You hear me? And whenever that glue is gone, you better listen to what I tell you. That glue is gone. Woo! It's praying time. And that's when everybody, if you don't know, I'm telling you what to do, because I know. That's when everybody need to come together more than you ever did before in your life. And make it your business to come together, because you got to pray with the devil. Because, baby, that glue that normally held that bottom of that motor in your car together so it won't slide out. You know, the car can't run without a motor. That glue will hold that motor together. Left from around that motor. And it started to be little holes here and there. And guess what? He made his way through one of them holes. Another hole over here. Caused confusion. And then next thing you know, the family done split. That's how you get in. Okay? So I'm letting you know now, that's how you get in. So, if that happened, remember, go ahead and start getting some stuff put in place, because it's all the devil. And the people that's letting the devil run them, they can't see it. They don't see it, y'all. They don't see it. I don't care if they in church or out of church. If you doing anything bad, wrong, lying, anything else, it's the works of the devil. It ain't godly. Don't care how you see it. Don't care what you tell yourself. It ain't godly if it's wrong. Not saying that none of us ain't never did no wrong stuff. I have done plenty. That's how I know. It wasn't the works of God. It was the work of Satan. You know? So, try to contain yourself. And when stuff happens, because sometimes when we hurt, hurt people, y'all heard that old saying, hurt people hurt people. Hurt people do things that normally they wouldn't just regularly do, because they so hurt and disappointed and whatever else. You're thinking they're going to make you feel better right then, but after you have some time to think about them down the road or whatever, you know that, shit, I don't know why I did that. Just admit it. I don't know. I don't know why I did that. But I know. I can admit my stuff. And I can tell you, if stuff like this happen and you let the devil come in and take control, when you find out that it was Satan that would lead you to do this stuff, to say this stuff, to act this way, to act that way, and when you find out and say, but when you repent and say, Lord, I'm sorry, that ain't me. I'm gonna race like that. I let the devil take control of me, and I'm not doing it no more. When you say that, and when you repent, you know how mad he getting at you? You know how it doesn't matter. You can start over. Because like I said, family. We're going to forgive each other for no matter what it is. It doesn't even matter. You still got family members that going to still talk junk. They're going to be your face. They still going to talk junk. So what? They still family. Can't change it. Can't get rid of them. You ain't got to hang with them or whatever, but they're still family. You still got to love them. Or not. I mean, if you say you don't, whatever, me and myself, I'm just saying, no matter what happened, I still love my family. I got to love my family. Whether you close to like that or not, still got to love your family. But, now hear me when I say this. I don't care who you are. If you say you love God, if you say you know God, if you showing up every day for God, then sometimes you got to take accountability for your actions. sometime, at some point in your life, okay, you got to take accountability for your actions. Don't keep putting it on me. You can't keep putting it on me. You got to take accountability for what you do, what you've done, what you say, what you don't say, what you've said. You got to take accountability for your own action, because at the end of the day, baby, God see and hear it all. It don't matter what lie you tell. He sees it all. He knows it all. And then you always hear people say, well, God know my heart. Yeah, he do. Yeah, he do. He know all them lies you just out of there and told you. You ain't fooling him. You might be fooling the neighbor. You might be even fooling me. But you ain't fooling him. So it ain't getting you nowhere. The only thing I can tell you, just do right. Don't matter what you said or what you did. Correct it. Go from there and do right. You know, I know the Bible said we're supposed to go to that person that we wrong, or that person that you done lied on, and say, you know, I'm sorry, I don't know what I was thinking, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But even if you don't, you better go to God. Because everybody, you know, we don't always go back to that person that we did wrong. Okay. Go to God about it. And when you go to God about it, and you tell him about it, and you repent about it, and you really mean it, you leave it, don't visit it no more, make a new path. Start over. Nobody never said we could start over. As Christians, ain't perfect. And we do a lot of wrong stuff. A lot. I think Christians do more wrong stuff than anybody else. Just as, you know, now I ain't gonna say we just go overboard, like, you know, some people do evil. But Christians do a lot of wrong stuff. No, why? Because we human. But at some point, what I'm trying to say is, at some point, we realize that I can't keep going, you know, in circles, keep doing the same thing over and over and over. I can't keep doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over. At some point, you have to stop and say, okay, this is it. This is the type of Christian I want to be, or the type of person, whether you're a Christian or not, you know, but this is the type of person that I want to be. Get it right with yourself, or whoever you serve. Whoever is your master, whoever you serve, get it right with them and move forward. That's all you gotta do. Move forward. Go from there. You ain't gotta worry about it. Don't keep going back there about what happened. It's over, it's done. Go to God and let him forgive you for it. Forgive yourself for what you done said, what you done did. Go to God and let him forgive you. Repent to God for it. You know what I'm saying? It would be a good idea to go to that person who you wrong, but if you got too much pride to do that and pray about that, maybe one day you'll be able to do it. But if not, you better make sure you repent about it, and then make sure that you go forward without doing all the lying and everything else. Yeah, I believe, I don't care what family it is, y'all, I believe any family can be put back together. And no, a lot of people say, well, it ain't gonna never be like it was. No, sometimes it can be better. Sometimes it could be even better. The love can be even stronger. It could be different. It don't have to be the same way it was. It could be different. What's wrong with different? It could be different. Different is good sometimes. That's my opinion, y'all. That's all. But anyway, I'm finna get out of here. Thank y'all for listening to your girl. Whew. I sit up here and ate like a fat pig. Y'all, if y'all see what I look like up under this table, oh, look like pork and a pig. But that's all right. That's all right. I'm gonna go on a watermelon diet next week, y'all. So I ain't finna never start eating my crabs. I ain't gonna never tell no lie to nobody. The only way I'm gonna start eating my seafood is if I have no choice. You hear me? Thank you. No choice. It gotta be no choice. That's the only way I'm start eating my seafood. I'm not gonna start eating my seafood. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna stop eating a lot of junk, because I don't eat like, y'all already know, I don't eat breakfast. I don't like to eat that early. Breakfast to me is 11 o'clock. I know 11 o'clock is brunch and lunch. 11 o'clock? Oh my God. some grits, some eggs, some sausage, some, I don't care, some bologna, fried bologna, some fried wieners, or however, whatever kind of breakfast you want to cook. Oh, that's the best kind of breakfast in the world to me. 11 o'clock, perfect. Perfect. But 9 out of 10, I'll eat a breakfast every blue moon. I'm just not a breakfast person. Um, Unless I'm at work, or unless I've been somewhere, I had to go somewhere and been going all morning, all day. Yeah, then I want to eat some lunch or something like that. But I don't care about 12, 1, 2 o'clock. It's just whenever I get it, you know, if I'm hungry, I'm hungry. Most of the time, 9 times out of 10, if I eat around about 7 or 8 o'clock, that's it. I normally eat that one time a day, and that's it. I don't, and sometimes I could be home all day and don't eat nothing. I don't be hungry. Around 7 o'clock, I'm like, no, I ain't eating nothing all day. I'm hungry. Give me something to eat around about 7 or 8. But other than that, I snack, and that's my problem. That's why I got these rolls in my neck. You see these rolls in my neck? That's where they come from. I snack. I like to snack. I keep snacks, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to stop it. So next week I'm doing a 5-day watermelon, not watermelon, watermelon diet for 5 days next week. I'm gonna see how it goes. Ooh, Lord have mercy, Jesus. And I'm not a big chocolate person. I don't care about chocolate. I used to want a piece of chocolate like when I came on every month, whatever. But since I don't have them problems no more, you know what? Something funny. I don't know. I know I'm not the only woman like this. Y'all put in the comments, you know, if y'all experience this, you know. Even though I'm going through menopause, I still have craving for chocolate, like during that time of the month. Like, even though there's no more time of the month. But sometimes my body still crave like it's that time of the month. Like, oh God, I be all in meat room meat. You got some candy, some chocolate. My, you got a candy bar, everything. I be around here feeding. I would get up, go to the gas station, and get a candy bar. I ain't lying. I have done it. I done went to the gas station and got a candy bar 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. I couldn't sleep. I kept getting up out my sleep. I couldn't sleep until I had to put that craving to bed. And I didn't even eat the whole candy bar. I took like 1 or 2 little bites off of it, and it sat in the refrigerator for the long, probably about a month, another month, coming up to the next month. And then I think Maya asked me, could she have it? And I said, yeah. I'm not a big chocolate fan, but I love me some chips. Lord have mercy. Jesus. Oh, I buy chips by the bag. I don't just buy one bag. Maybe that's what I need to start doing. Like, if I buy like one bag, then I would have to go to the store when I'm feeling like to get another bag. That probably might help me. I didn't even think about that till just now. That probably helped me. I don't know. But I'm gonna buy me 3, 4, 5 bags of chips at a time. The big bag, not the small one, big bag. That's my problem, y'all. Them chips. I gotta stop the chips. So I know for 5 days I'm gonna try it. Ooh, it's gonna be a struggle for me. Not the food, but the snacks. It's a struggle. And I like Kool-Aid. I like Arizona drinks. I drink water, but not as much as I drink Kool-Aid in them Arizona. I don't tell that lie. I don't drink sodas every day. I have some soda unless everybody else drink it up. I have some soda. I buy sodas when they on sale, because I like to keep them. And when I'm eating seafood, I love to drink a soda. If I'm eating seafood, I ain't gonna drink no water. I gotta go get me a soda if I ain't got none. I need some juice or something. The juice don't even cut the grease like the soda do, but I'll drink juice. But the soda, for me, it is like it cut that butter, like that grease. I don't have to worry about it. It don't none bother me. Like, after I drink soda, nothing bothers me. I ain't gonna drink no water after I done ate crabs with all that butter and stuff. I can't drink no water. All that water feel like it was just it's sitting right here. It might go down a little bit right here, but it be sitting like it ain't moving. I can drink the water. Not with seafood. Mm-mm. And then when I realized that my body hasn't had enough water, because sometimes I just don't be thirsty, and I go all day without drinking anything, no juice, no water, no nothing. But when I pay attention to my body and I realize I ain't been having enough water, if I eat like some chips or a little something sweet or something like that, it'll make me, drink the water. Like if I can't just drink it by itself, because behind chips, I want to drink some water because it's salty. Uh, Anything sweet, especially a candy bar. Oh no, I can't. Oh no, a candy bar and a sweet soda or something like that. I don't see how people do it. I see people get a donut and a soda. I can't do it. I gotta have some water, or I could do some milk, but I gotta have water. If not milk, water. Oh, no sir, I can't do it. Well, that's a sugar rush. I don't see you can't even taste it though. Like if you eat the donut and drink the soda, I don't know which one it tastes like. I tried it one time before. I'm like, oh God, you can't. I don't know what that is. You can't taste the donut from the soda. You can't taste the soda from the donut. It's just the sugar, sugar, sugar. That's all you're tasting, just sugar. But yeah, stay hydrated, y'all. It's hot out there. And I'm finna get off of this video. It's been wonderful talking to y'all. I appreciate y'all listening as always. Y'all make sure y'all leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think. I'm finna go back to doing more long form videos than the shorts. I'm finna hold off on the shorts, y'all. Okay? I'm finna hold off on the shorts for a minute. I'm not saying I'm not gonna post them no more, but I'm finna hold off on them so I can get back on the long form, okay? And I don't know when, but I'm gonna start back on live. I know this is like supposed to be like a live, but it's really not a live. It's really a video. I chose to do it this way because I don't have to set up. And sometimes I get lazy, like, especially if I've been cooked or did stuff, whatever. I don't feel like getting the camera, get the light for the camera and all this stuff and setting it up, whatever, because I don't have an actual designated spot that's already set up. I know a lot of YouTubers do that. They have an actual spot that they just go to. It's already set up, preset and everything. But I don't have a spot that's already set up, so I have to do it every single time I use my camera. And I don't be feeling like doing all that every single time. So I figure if I do it this way, yeah, it's more convenient for me. Okay, so let me know what y'all think. You know what I'm saying? I know. I think it's gonna say. I think it says live, and I'm not really live, but it's coming up like I'm live, but I'm not really live. I'm just doing it as a video. But still, y'all, let me know what you think. Okay. All right, y'all. I'm finna get ready to go, and I'll see y'all maybe tomorrow. I'm not really sure. But I love y'all so much. Thank y'all for tuning in. As always, and your girl gotta go. Make sure y'all keep God first in everything you do. We're gonna holler at you later. Bye, y'all.